Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. Thanks for joining us. Richard and I are pleased that you're here. We'll be doing a he said, she said style reading, and these are not sign dependent and they're also not time dependent. So it's a very intuitive reading and you're guided to it at the time when you're meant to view it. If you enjoy this reading, then please be sure to check out our Soulful Repair playlist here on the channel for more of these style readings. Now let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Repair. My name is Michelle.
And my name's Richard.
Let's get started with the reading. I'm going to have a quick look at the Oracle cards. Anti-hero, a maverick, a risk taker, a rule breaker. So there's a feeling here of breaking out of the mold. Perhaps someone who has been going about life a certain way decides to change things up, mix things up, think outside of the box, do things that they wouldn't normally do. So there's an energy here of change, and it's change created by someone, very much someone here who goes against the grain. At the moment, a little bit of rebellious energy around this person. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Energy Oracle, and it is the card of Envy.
So remembering that either side of the reading could be for you or the person you're dealing with. This card upright is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life.
Okay.
So this could be you, it could be somebody else.
Perhaps you're dealing with someone who's jealous, or perhaps a jealous rival. Perhaps they're jealous of this kind of anti-hero streak that you're on at the moment. They wish they could be a little bit more like you, but we'll see where this goes. Of course, it can register the opposite way around, like Richard was saying. There's that Seven of Swords, and I can't help but think that that's very connected to that card.
Yeah, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who perhaps doesn't really want to work on a traditional long-term situation.
Yeah, so we've got someone here who is a rule breaker, a risk taker. The other perhaps is a little bit envious of that person, so maybe they wish they were more like them. I don't know. Let's see. We'll do a horseshoe reading, so we'll start with the past energy, the present situation, what's happening in the near future, advice, what's happening around you in the environment that's affecting you, hopes and fears, the potential outcome, and the overall energy, or what this reading is about.
Past, present, near future, advice, environment, hopes and fears, outcome, and overall energy of this reading.
Okay, let's take a look right in the center. There's that rule breaking. It's breaking free. It's like a liberation where someone has felt stuck, confined, doing things in a very confined way, in the box. Someone's breaking out of the box.
I can't help but think it's a bit reactive though.
Reactive? Mm-hmm.
Yes, rather than something that's been planned or thought about, it's kind of a sudden thing.
It's a sudden shift, yeah.
Over here we have the Seven of Wands, so that's somebody who's got their guard up, somebody who's got their defences at full strength.
Okay, let's have a look in the past. The Four of Cups, okay, so that's what's being broken loose from. A feeling of stasis, of like, yeah, I'm okay where I'm at. There's a feeling here of being not open to change or not open to new things. Really very much someone who is stuck in maintaining the status quo. Now, I'm getting a weird sense around this of becoming a bit complacent, maybe even a little bit bored with the situation. Emotionally, there is a disconnect. I feel like at the moment, and Richard's right when he talks about reaction, I think that for a long time someone here has been emotionally withdrawn or withholding of emotion, but all of a sudden that gets released in a very reactive kind of way.
Yeah, and there's no other card in the tarot deck that quite embraces the concept of ingratitude as the Four of Cups as well. So that's something to think about as we go through this reading. Because that was one of the things that was mentioned here with this card of Envy, was a need to be grateful for what's around us.
And becoming bored with that.
Yeah, it's the French call it ennui.
There we go. That's exactly what this card is.
We've got the Six of Pentacles in the past here. It's in the upright. And that's a situation where one person's been giving, the other person's been receiving. I feel like it's a fairly equal exchange that we're looking at here.
When we talk about the present situation, let's see what's going on. We've got the High Priestess. You know, I'm actually picking that up as more of an energy of doing what feels right and having some kind of, it's almost like whatever was being ignored. It may have been intuition. It may have been a sense of knowing something was missing, or, you know, being content or okay with a certain situation, but it was because you weren't seeing something, or you didn't know something. I think now some kind of knowledge is open to you, and this knowledge being gained here leads to this risk-taking and freedom, a liberation from this feeling of just being stuck.
Yes, I'm looking at the Six of Pentacles now, and I'm wondering if it's just status quo.
It could be just balance.
Keeping that status quo. This person here being withdrawn, but still, the relationship is still there. It's just that one person's not feeling that great in it, and maybe now they're just realizing it. That there's something more. It's like living one's life in black and white and realizing that there's actually color.
Yes.
Looking over here, we've got the Eight of Wands in the present moment. I get that as almost desperation, trying to reel this person back in, trying to get them to come back to the status quo rather than trying to escape.
Let's take a look and see what we have here. There's that rebelliousness, the Hierophant in reverse. So this is normally someone who is quite traditional, does things a certain way, follows routine and structure because that's what they're used to. They may even be someone who's been brought up a certain way, believing a certain way.
I don't think it's enough for them anymore.
No, there's a sudden realization that, hang on a minute, there's more to it. And what I've been brought up with, or what I've been told or led to believe my entire life, maybe there is more to life. Maybe there's something more to be gained here. And it seems to be someone who just really kind of turns on a dime here, goes from someone who is traditional and maybe a bit straight-laced, straight into this risk taker, rule breaker. And it might be jarring to this person that has been dealing with them perhaps for a number of years.
Yes, I think they're used to them being a certain way, used to them being like this, and actually they were okay with it.
Yes.
And now there's this feeling of envy that this person has now decided to break the rules. I don't know how far they've gone. We'll see from the rest of the reading. We see the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse here in the near future. Yeah, I think this person sees their legacy slipping away. Because I feel like it's a matter of control for this person. If this person is having these thoughts of wanting to be freer, of wanting to break the rules, this person is afraid that they'll end up leaving them, I think, and their legacy will go down the drain.
We could be talking about a divorce here.
Possibly.
Or a breakup around family finances.
I think it's more about, I think it's an overreaction actually from this person. Now, I'm not sure because we need to see the rest of the reading, but my initial sense of this is that, yes, this person wants to be freer, but I think this person could actually work with that. I don't think there has to be an ending here.
A breakup, as per se.
No, but the rules need to be changed.
With that Six of Pentacles there, I think that in the past you've given equally in terms of the finances. There's been some kind of joint finances. You may have been dealing with family issues where you've both contributed.
But the situation has been very stable, I think.
Yes.
In the past.
And there's someone there who wants to keep it that way.
That's exactly right. This person wants to keep it that way.
This one, not so much. Let's have a look at the advice. We've got the moon as the advice. Wow, that's pretty heavy energy. You know, I'm going to get a clarifier on that as the advice. Let's take a look. You know, I'm really picking it up as mainly the unknowable, the unknown.
Well, the other way of looking at it, and it's a little bit more dark, is to say, well, maybe this person needs to
go through this.
Keep it under wraps.
Keep it under wraps. Secretive. Let's have a look. Let's see what is this moon here as the advice. Why is the moon the advice? 6 of Wands in reverse as the advice. Okay. I'm getting an essence around this of time, because not everything is knowable just yet. With that High Priestess, it seems to me that you're just starting to get some information, something coming through. Intuitively, I feel that gut feeling. You start where you were not paying attention, you're now paying attention. But there's still some information to be gained. I do feel that there's success here. There can be victory, so to speak, but it's going to take a little bit more time. Something needs to be worked through or worked on before there can be success achieved here.
Yeah, the High Priestess is an interesting card because it does talk about knowledge. Sometimes it's unattainable, but other times it's knowledge that comes to you when it's meant to come to you. You actually have no control over when that knowledge actually arrives on your doorstep. That's as distinct from, say, the Hierophant, where you, or even the Page of Swords or something like that, where you're going to actually go out and seek knowledge and find it.
There is a very spiritual component to this whole reading. We have lunar aspects, not only with the moon and the High Priestess, but also with the Cups energy. I also get here spirituality with the Hierophant, but this is more traditional style, something that is known, something that is been passed down through the ages, whereas this is more esoteric. And so I feel that there's a shift here from that more traditional style of thinking towards more esoteric. It's like a search.
But I think some kind of information has now made itself known to this person. They didn't go looking for it.
No.
But now the universe has said, well, it's time you knew this. We have the Emperor here. I think as advice, I see this as being this person needing to take a more balanced view as to what this person's doing, because I said this before, I'm going to maintain this now, but this person need not be so fearful of this person's change in their demeanor and attitude, that they need to be able to work with this person in order to make their relationship last into one where this Ten of Pentacles doesn't end up in the reverse.
Okay, let's take a look and see what's happening in the environment. We've got the Sun in reverse, and attached to the High Priestess here, it speaks of, again, something that is not quite into view just yet. I feel like it's on its way, though. I do. You know, the Sun is going to come out. It's like you're going through this bleak time, a difficult time, a struggle, dark night of the soul energy even, maybe even some minor depression. But there's this feeling here, and the reason why I say that is with the Four of Cups, it's really just a feeling of being blah. Everything's blah, and not enjoying things. And so, well, mixing things up in a big way just to kind of get out of that rut. So this is breaking out of that rut. I see that. But it's not quite, you don't see the whole picture just yet.
And neither does this person.
Yeah.
They're being very reactive to it, I think. So over here in the environment, we have this Ten of Cups in the reverse. So along with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a really strong message being shown here. It's what this person's fearing. But this I get this as being a long-term relationship, is going to end. They're going to end the legacy and break up this family or this couple unit.
But this person is going through some major shift here with all of this major arcana. This is some significant change. Hopes and fears, we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Is this going to work out? You know, the thing is, you've gone about things a certain way, and I think that you've been very focused on, if you put your head down and do the hard work, that you'll eventually get results. So you've gone down this traditional route, and it seems to have created some kind of a stability for a time. But now it seems like you've become discontent or unhappy with the way things are, or the way that you've been, almost like a feeling here of being brought up a certain way, to focus on material aspects, to focus on ascension in terms of material things rather than ascension spiritually.
Yeah, I think that's the change here. I think it's somebody who has worked pretty hard here with another person, but they've always felt like there's something missing.
Yes.
They've taken that traditional route, but I don't think it's worked out for them. So now they're looking at going a different way, trying to develop their spirituality as opposed to developing their pentacle stuff. Looking over here, hopes and fears, we have temperance. Yeah, this person wants things back to the way they were, but because I think there was temperance. However, this person wasn't happy with what this person's version of temperance was.
Yeah. For that individual, balance involved money, I feel.
Well, money and keeping
Equality.
things, and equality, keeping things the same.
Yeah. Balance and maintaining a certain level of balance in one's life. And where there is now change, that there is imbalance, and it can really upset the person here who thrives on balance. There's that Ten of Cups in reverse. So yes, I do feel that there is something that was working for a time, and it could have been a long time, isn't now working for someone, and they're wanting to break out, to break free from something that has felt restrictive or has felt in some way confining.
All right, let's take a look at the outcome here. Yeah, we've got this Nine of Cups in the reverse. So this talks to me about wishes that are unfulfilled. Yes, unfortunately, I feel like this person's rebellious streak is going to end this relationship. I had hopes that it wouldn't. I think with the Emperor here, that this person here has got to not take the blame for it, not blame themselves for it. It's just that somebody else has changed, and now they are going to want out from the relationship. Not that this isn't. See, I see this envy here as being a danger. That this person here will be envious of this person's willingness to break out of the box, so to speak.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing. Oftentimes we get caught in the way that we feel things should go, and one person decides that it's not for them anymore, and the other person wants to continue on, and there's that feeling around this reading. But the thing is, the Seven of Wands there right in the center tells me that, and with the Emperor, tells me that person's in a stronger position than what they actually think they are.
Yeah, I mean, they're holding down the fort here. I see the Eight of Wands here. I see the Seven of Wands. I see the Emperor. I think they're pretty desperate to keep this person in the status quo. But I get the sense this person is going to break out from it. I see it now that all the cards are out with this Six of Wands in the reverse. It's about accepting defeat with regard to this relationship. And now with this Ten of Cups in reverse here and here, it's clear that this is going to lead to a situation where this person is going to end up breaking away from this person here, despite their best efforts.
So we'll see where this goes in the extended reading. I hope that you join us there if this is resonating. The link is below in the descriptions box. It'll be about another 50-minute or so reading, so we'll be clarifying everything on the table, looking at some oracles, doing some Lenormand readings as well. So if this is resonating, we'll be discussing this a lot more in depth in the extended reading. If this one doesn't resonate, and of course it can be vice versa, or you could be, if you're cross-watching, dealing with someone who is wanting to break out of a mold here, has been in a little bit of an emotional rut for a while and says, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore, and just decides to kind of cut loose, and you're left there going, what the heck just happened? Well, we're going to go into this in some detail in the extended. If you prefer a personal reading, of course, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. We're offering a special on the He Said, She Said personal readings at the moment. And we also have the Soulful Repair playlist, so you may find something there that suits you as well. We have quite a few readings on that, and upwards of about, what have we got?
40.
40? 40 readings.
At least 40. Yeah.
So please do check that out if you haven't already. Wishing you the best with this, guys. We'll see you in part 2.
Thank you. Goodbye and good luck.